The door closes. Your bags are inside, and it finally feels like a vacation. But here's what smart cruisers know. The moment you step into your cabin is the most important moment of the entire cruise. That room may look clean and ready, but it's not yours yet. Hundreds of guests have used it before you, and if you skip a few critical steps now, you'll pay for it later with discomfort, noise, or even extra charges. In this video, I'll show you exactly what experienced cruisers do the moment they enter their cabin before unpacking anything, so their room is cleaner, quieter, and more comfortable than anyone else's. Step 1. Claim and power the cabin properly. Smart cruisers don't rush to unpack the moment they enter their cabin. Instead, they take control of the space first, because how you start sets the tone for the entire cruise. The very first thing experienced cruisers do is activate the cabin's power system. On many modern cruise ships, the lights, outlets, and even air conditioning won't work unless a card is inserted into the power slot near the door. Most guests naturally use their cruise key card, but smart cruisers know better. They may use a spare card-sized plastic, like an old hotel key or expired gift card, so they don't risk misplacing their actual cruise card, which is essential for boarding, payments, and security throughout the voyage. Once the power is on and the cabin condition is documented, only then do smart cruisers move on to the next step. Step 2. Make the bed area safe and clean. Experienced cruisers know that the bed is the most important part of the cabin, which is why they never place luggage on it right away. Before anything touches the mattress, they take a moment to inspect the sleeping area carefully. This isn't about being overly cautious, it's about avoiding problems before they start. Smart cruisers gently pull back the sheets and take a quick look at the mattress seams, corners, and edges. These areas can reveal issues that aren't visible at first glance. The check only takes a few seconds, but it's far easier to address concerns now than after everything is unpacked. If anything looks unusual, experienced cruisers don't hesitate. They leave the cabin immediately and visit guest services to request assistance or a room change. Early action gives you options. Waiting removes them. Once the mattress check is done, they move on to the decorative bedding items. Throw pillows and bed runners may look stylish, but they are often reused between sailings and cleaned far less frequently than sheets. Because of that, smart cruisers remove these items right away and store them in the closet or under the sofa, well away from the sleeping area. By doing this, they create a cleaner, more comfortable bed environment from the very start, helping ensure better sleep and a healthier cruise experience. Step 3. Sanitize the most touched surfaces. Cruise cabins may look spotless, but smart cruisers understand how quickly rooms are turned over between sailings. Housekeeping teams work incredibly hard, yet time limits mean not every surface gets deep attention. That's why smart cruisers take sanitation into their own hands the moment they enter the cabin. Before unpacking, they pull out a small pack of disinfectant or alcohol wipes from their carry-on. Their focus is on high-touch surfaces, items that pass through countless hands every week. The TV remote is usually first, since it's one of the most frequently handled objects in the room. Next comes the cabin phone, door handles, balcony handle, light switches, thermostat controls, desk surfaces, and nightstand edges. These areas may look clean, but often harbor the most germs. Wiping them down takes less than 2 minutes and instantly resets the space to your personal comfort level. It's a simple habit, but it can make a noticeable difference, especially on longer sailings or during peak travel seasons. Beyond health benefits, this step offers peace of mind. Knowing that the most commonly touched surfaces are freshly sanitized allows you to relax fully instead of worrying about what previous guests may have left behind. Smart cruisers don't overthink it. They wipe, move on, and enjoy their vacation with confidence.
Step 4. Test the bathroom and climate early. Once the visible areas are checked, smart cruisers move on to function testing. This step isn't exciting, but it's one of the most important ways to prevent first-night frustration. Before unpacking, they make sure everything actually works the way it should. The bathroom is checked first. Experienced cruisers flush the toilet to confirm proper operation and listen for any unusual sounds. They turn on the shower and let it run for a moment, checking both water pressure and drainage. Standing water is a red flag that needs to be reported immediately. Before stepping away, they also press the soap, shampoo, and conditioner dispensers to ensure they're filled. Discovering empty dispensers mid-shower is an inconvenience that's easy to avoid with a quick test. Next, attention turns to the cabin's climate control. The thermostat is set to its coldest setting right away. On a ship, temperature issues take time to fix, so early testing matters. If the cabin doesn't noticeably cool within 15 to 20 minutes, smart cruisers contact guest services or maintenance immediately, while technicians are still readily available. Finally, they test every light, door, lock, and closet. Balcony doors are opened and closed to ensure smooth operation. Catching problems early means they're fixed before bedtime, not during an uncomfortable midnight call. Step 5. Secure comfort upgrades early. Smart cruisers understand that timing matters, especially when it comes to comfort. Instead of waiting until evening, they take advantage of the first hour after boarding to connect with their cabin steward. A friendly introduction early on sets a positive tone and makes every request easier for the rest of the voyage. This is the perfect moment to ask for comfort upgrades that are often available but limited in quantity. Mattress toppers and foam pads can transform a firm cruise bed into a far more comfortable sleeping surface, but they're usually claimed quickly. Extra pillows, top sheets for layered bedding, additional hangers, ice buckets, or even robes on certain cruise lines are also easier to secure early in the day than later at night. Smart cruisers also confirm that the bed is set up exactly as requested. If the room was supposed to have a king bed but was left as 2 twins, they ask for it to be fixed right away. They also request that any unused sofa beds or Pullman bunks be stowed during the daytime. Closing unused sleeping areas instantly opens up floor space and makes the cabin feel far less cramped. By handling these requests early, experienced cruisers lock in comfort for the entire trip and avoid last-minute frustrations when supplies are gone and staff are busy. Step 6. Handle storage, tech, and valuables. Before fully settling in, smart cruisers take a few minutes to secure their valuables and set up their tech properly. This step may seem routine, but it prevents some of the most common onboard headaches later in the trip. They begin with the cabin safe, and they always test it while it's empty. By locking and unlocking it once or twice, they confirm it's working correctly before trusting it with anything important. Only after that do they store passports, cash, jewelry, and especially car or house keys. Losing access to keys while at sea can turn a great vacation into a stressful situation. Next, experienced cruisers locate every power outlet and USB port in the cabin. Cruise ships often have fewer outlets than hotels, so they test each one before setting up charging stations. This avoids the frustration of plugging devices into dead ports later. Many cruisers also decide which outlet is best for overnight charging versus daytime use. Finally, they connect to the ship's Wi-Fi early. Logging in on day 1 allows them to confirm the signal works inside the cabin and that their account is properly linked. They double-check dining reservations, excursion bookings, drink packages, and onboard perks. Fixing errors on embarkation day is fast. Waiting until mid-cruise usually isn't. Handling these details early keeps the rest of the voyage smooth and stress-free. Final advice: avoid these cabin mistakes. Smart cruisers avoid a few costly errors. They never open the balcony door while AC is running. They never use tape or adhesives, magnets only. They flush nothing except toilet paper. They don't assume minibar items are free. Once these steps are done, then they unpack, knowing their cabin is truly ready. Closing. So, what's the first thing you check when you enter a cruise cabin? The bed, the noise, or the bathroom? Let me know in the comments, and keep watching for more smart cruise tips to make every sailing better.